there, welcome back. Let's talk a minute about mileage logs. Okay, so used to be people would just kind of wait till the end of the year and they would write down where they went all year and guess at it, and because they didn't have time, they didn't think about it, they'd lost half their notes. Oh, there's all lots of reasons why. Okay, so I have a few suggestions. There are apps out there that you can download that are free that'll help you keep track of your mileage. Some of your accounting softwares, like QuickBooks, has a mileage tracker. You're welcome to use that, and it does have the feature that you need to be able to have it be a valid log. There are also these little books you can buy at the Dollar Tree. They come 3 in a pack. They're just little, like, mini composition book is what they're called. 3 in a pack. Put one in your car. Every day you go somewhere for business, write down. Here's the key thing. They're throwing out mileage logs if they're all written in the same handwriting from the same day. They can tell you when you write something, your handwriting changes just slightly every day. They know if you just went through and rewrote the whole book or you guessed at it because it's all in the same handwriting. You sat down all at once and you did it all at once. They take one look at that. They see all the exact same handwriting. No slightly to the left or to the right today from yesterday. No variation from today to... Yeah, you fake this, it's out. You don't get any of that mileage. And that can mean a lot of money. If you're doing, okay, so 2023's mileage rate was 65 cents a mile. If you do 20,000 miles at 65 cents a mile, that's $13,000 in deductions you would lose if you don't do the mileage log right. Okay? First thing, when you first buy a vehicle or day one of the year, January 1, write down the mileage of that vehicle. That's all you gotta do. Make an entry. Date, mileage. Boom, done. When you go to do something for your business, you go from your storage building. If you're a contractor, you go from your storage building to the first job. You can't do from your home to the job unless your home office and your storage locker is at your home property. Okay? Mileage to and from your job doesn't count. So when I worked out of my home, if I had to go to a client's, I could do the mileage from my home to their office or wherever I had to meet them because my office is in my house. Now that my office is out of my house and in a public location, I can't do my mileage from my home to their location. I can only do my mileage from my office to their location. So quite frankly, I only work 3 miles from home, so be it. I'll take the mileage from my house to their place and use that. Even if I leave from home, I'm going to use that mileage. It is what it is. I could have drove over there, wasted 3 miles and done it, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to go from here. I'm going to actually save myself a mile, but that's the way the IRS wants it. That's the way they're going to get it. So, going on, you have to list the date, the mileage of your vehicle when you get in to leave, the address you're going to, who you're going there for. Are you going to Home Depot to buy materials? Are you going to John Smith's house to replace his roof? Are you going to church number 1 because that's your first client for today? You give the name of the church, what you're going to do there. I'm going to review their books. Or I'm going to Home Depot, I'm going to buy materials. I'm going to landscape supply to get fertilizer. Whatever you're going to do at that place, you have to write it down, okay? If you're going to meet someone at a restaurant or a coffee shop to discuss potentially being a client, or to hire somebody to help you with your social media, or to interview a potential employee, all of those things are work related. You would write that down and write down that mileage. Who you're going to meet, what it was for, the address, mileage when you left, and the mileage when you return. If you don't have all of that, they're going to toss it. Doesn't matter. You got to have it. So, if you're going to the same place for 6 weeks, that's what you're going to write down. You're going to write the same thing down every day for 6 weeks. That's what it is. So, that's the rules. If you don't do it, they can throw it out, and it can cost you a lot of money. And the tax on that, if they throw that out, you not only pay the tax on that $13,000, but they're going to hit you with a penalty for reporting it incorrectly, and they're going to hit you with interest for not having paid the tax on that money up front and on time. So it's not just going to be tax on 13, they're going to hit you with a penalty and they're going to hit you with interest. And sometimes that can mean double tax by the time they get all done. It's not worth it. Just write it down. And if you miss a day and you have to go back and fill in the day, do it. Don't do them all in 1 month, though. I mean, if you, like today, I realized, oh, I forgot to write down Thursday's mileage. Write down Thursday's mileage. You know where you went. You can go back and look at your odometer from the last time to this. Get it close. And you can go on Google and map out from where you went to there. Just have your starting and your ending match, what to the mileage, so that you only have the 10 miles you went. Don't smut the small stuff, but don't wait to do it all at once, because they're going to throw it out. They're going to figure you're lying and you're being deceptive, and they're not going to allow it. Even if it is the truth, they're going to assume that it's not, because you didn't do it at the time. So it's important to do it at the time. Like I said, if I missed 2 days ago, or I missed a day last week, I went, oh, I forgot. I went to John Smith's office on the other side of town because they had a problem over there I had to go and look at on their desktop. I can write it down, but I wouldn't recommend you do it 6 months later. You need to do it right away. So that's my warning about mileage. They're getting really tough, and the tax courts are throwing them out. So it's important to keep the good records, and make sure if you park your car for the last day of the year on 12/30, write down the mileage. Even if you didn't go anywhere that day, write down the mileage. If you forget to write it down on 1/1 or 1/3 when you go back to work, you got it covered. You got the last day of the year. We can start the new book with that mileage. So, last day of the year, first day of the year, even if it's duplicated, I recommend you do both. That way, if you run somewhere over the weekend with that vehicle by mistake, or whatever the reason might be, if that vehicle changes mileage, then you've got the starting mileage for the year. So, thank you.